And welcome to my Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls Ultimate Evil Edition playthrough on the Xbox One. I've already prepared a few things. I've deleted my save game, I went through the settings, and I've also prepared my first character. So without further ado, let's go and play some Diablo.
And at the end of days, the first sign shall appear in the heavens. Justice shall fall upon the world of men. The armies of light and shadow will clash across the fields of eternity. Are you all right, my girl?
It was nothing, Uncle. Just a bad dream. We should be getting you home.
But there's still work to be done. If these translations are correct, the powers of hell could already be on the move. The world must be told of the coming darkness. You do believe me, don't you, Leah? It has begun.
Leave it, Uncle! It's not important!
Wow, that intro, I've seen it many times. It still gets to me. This is awesome. Alright, it's gonna ask me to log in on my profile for that, but that's just the way it works. So as I said, I've already deleted my save game. If I'm gonna switch to my heroes, I only have one right now. And he's a level 1 wizard. That's who we'll be playing with. I chose his name to be Sarnakyle, or Sarnakyle. I'm not sure how you will pronounce that. But he is actually he's one of the characters mentioned in one of the novels from the Diablo series. And that character just grew on me as I was reading about him. In the novel, he's actually a bit older. At least that's how I imagine him to be. But yeah, it's an awesome character, and so yeah, that's why I chose his name, and that's who we're gonna play with. Before I do, I am going to go to the campaign, Act 1, begin, and I'm going to play on expert. I feel confident enough, and also that will give me an increased boost on XP and money. Since I'm starting all completely new, I have nothing. So, let's do this.
Since my youth, I have been told that I was special. A prodigy of vast potential. I came to the Ishari Sanctum, seeking what knowledge I could glean from the Masters. But that I found them fearful of the truth. I would learn nothing from them. But the old books, the prophecies they contained, showed me all that might come to pass, and all that I might become. Then, a star fell from the heavens. The sign that my moment had come. I will go west to Tristram, to stop the darkness that the star portends, and fulfill the destiny that beckons me.
Alright, welcome to New Tristram. If you're not familiar, I'll give you a really short recap. In Diablo 1 on the PC, and I think it also released on the PS1, but I'm not really sure about that. But anyway, you play in the town of Tristram. You go to the cathedral. That's where the entire game takes place, actually beneath the cathedral. And of course, at the end, stopping Diablo. Yeah, the entire cathedral, actually the entire town gets sort of destroyed. So people didn't want to live there anymore, and so they started to build a new town, which is New Tristram. And more detail as it might be needed, I will provide. If you have any questions, like I said, if you're watching this on Twitch, you can post your questions right into the chat room, and I'll answer them as they come along. And I will be posting this this entire series as well onto YouTube. And if you're watching it there, just put your comments down in the comment section below. Ask your questions there, and I'll answer them. All right, let's do this.
This place reeks of the dead. The fallen star must be near.
All right. Wow, that looks gross. All right. Okay. What's this? Well, actually, I'm not gonna pretend like I never played it before, right? Let's just do this. All right.
My power grows. Prophecy sent me in search of the star that fell on this land.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
They keep coming.
So it seems that New Tristram has a slight problem with the undead. Let's use my new skill. I'll go into details in skills and all, so don't worry.
I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates. You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Alright, thank you so much.
Burn those corpses before they rise again.
Wow.
The dead have been a bane on our existence since that cursed fire fell. We have to burn them, just to make sure they don't rise from the grave.
Alright, well that makes sense. We have a traveling scholar.
I came here to study the fall of old Tristram. This is closer to the town's history than I want to be.
I'm just going through all this. This is a guy that actually heals you, so I'm not gonna do anything with him yet. He's a merchant. These are just some villagers over here.
I promised Marco I'd protect him, and now he's dead.
There's a soldier with a little bit of a guilt trip.
Don't you dare lift a finger to help our mayor fix his wagon. My brother died defending this town, while that bloated coward tried to run away.
Let me guess, this is the mayor, huh? Yep.
Can you move this thing? I need to get by.
How dare you speak to me like that? I'm the mayor of this town.
Why are you trying to leave?
Are you mad? This town is doomed. Anyone with a grain of sense should be trying to get out. Will you help me or not?
I am not in the habit of helping cowards.
Yeah, you tell him, Sarnakyle. And GeForce is in the chat. Hey, welcome, bro. How you doing? Actually, I should mention that we've had a little chat before, so he was aware that I was going to stream this, and he definitely wanted to see it because he's never seen anything from Diablo as well. Oh, I should mention this is your stash. Wow, why do I have to? Oh, that's because I had to delete my other character, right? I actually made the wrong one. I made Sarnakyle a female. I don't think it would have proved. So that's actually a little bit of a glitch then, I guess. Since you can only carry one, I'll just sell the other one. Yeah. But yeah, you can use your stash to... it will not let me equip the other one. No, I kind of knew that. So, let's go here.
Bunch of things for you
sell this ring. And heal up because the items are giving you bonuses. Where did my folder? Oh, I put my folder in the. Never mind. I'm a douche. I am such a doofy sometimes. But yeah, the Infernal Pauldron, it will increase my vitality and it will give me some life per second. And level requirements are reduced by 15. This is actually from one of the bonus perks for... I don't remember if this was for pre-ordering it or if you have a PS3 or Xbox 360 save game, or if you linked your... No, actually I think the ring was from linking your Blizzard account to your Xbox Live or PS4 or whatever. So if I forget anything about those things, there should actually be more, but since I played on the PS3, some of the items did not carry over, so yeah, that's just a shame. This is a stupid thing. I don't know why they have it in here. I'll use it so you can see what happens. I get a little pet. It doesn't do anything. It just walks around and I don't know. It even barks at enemies, I think. But yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I don't use it. So you go away. There you go. I'll sell that. And the Blizzard ring, that one, Signet Ring of the Blizzard, that came from linking your account, your Blizzard account to your Xbox Live, or if you have it on PS4, link it with that. But yeah, it gives you extra damage, it gives you more vitality, it gives you 10 life per hit, which is always good. You will always want to have life on hit. It has a 10% chance to freeze on hit and level requirement reduced by 9, so I can still wear this at level 1. But yeah, I'm not going to go into every item that I find, going in all the details. But I will explain this is a white weapon, which is actually just a regular weapon. That's what you start with. You can also find grayed out weapons. Grayed. Actually, the text is gray. Let's just put it at that. That means it's a similar version, but it's already kind of worn out. It's spent. It's broken. You can find blue items. Those are magical imbued items. They usually give you 1 or 2 extra options. You get yellow ones, which are rare items. Rare items are obviously better than the blue ones. They give you more properties. And you get brown or orange. I think it's more brown than orange. And those are legendary items. They will be better than rares. And at a certain time you will at certain times you will find green items. Green items are really great to have because green items interact with each other. They're called set items, and that means that if you find like, for instance, you would find a shield and a helmet, they will actually give you a little bit of a bonus treat, and the more items you find from that set, the more bonus you will get. So I got a couple of more viewers. Welcome to my Twitch. Yeah, this is my Diablo 3 playthrough. I'm just started, and because most of my viewers wanted to see me struggle from the beginning, so that's why I chose to start from a level 1 without anything. I mean, if you look at the gold, there's absolutely, I only have 374 right now, and actually that was my own fault because I had to sell my ring, which was generated in my stash because I made this character a female at first, and that was a little bit of a mistake. So yeah, that happens. But yeah, this is as far as I go about. I need to equip it, right? Alright, let's heal up.
Gods who abandoned us.
Let's continue with the story. If you have any questions, just feel free and place them in the chat, or if you're watching this on Xbox. Should I? Yeah. To give some of my viewers who have never really played it, I'm gonna listen to this also.
For many years, villagers were too afraid to settle near the ruins of the cursed town Tristram. But as time went by, adventurers arrived to loot the old cathedral, and their business was profitable enough that new Tristram sprang up to accommodate them. Fewer travelers visit now, though, and the town is mostly populated by craftsmen and farmers.
Alright. Now this is Leah, but before I go and talk to her, I will get her diary.
We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith, but if help doesn't arrive soon...
Seems like there's desperate times here in New Tristram. Alright, let's talk to Leah.
Are you Leah? Rumford said you survived the fallen star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but... Watch out! The wounded are turning!
Oh, wow. State of decay all over again, right?
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
I will make certain that doesn't happen. Your town is safe.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
Alright. Then I guess we have our first real mission to help out the town.
16 militiamen went out. Only Rumford came back. How could that help us?
Alright. Seems like the situation is really, really grim. That guy is still burning the corpses. I mean, you can actually just watch him and he will grab one of the... There he goes. Let's just watch him do this one. He pulls out one of the corpses. And he just throws it there. I mean, absolutely amazing. The eye for detail. I mean, kudos to Blizzard, right? Alright.
What can I do to help you fight the risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Thanks for the warning, but I won't be dying today.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
Alright, well, fighting, of course, since I'm already playing as an expert, will take a little bit longer. But yeah, like I said, it will boost my XP a lot.
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
I found a dagger. Now I can actually quick equip it, but that's not what I'll do. I'll just show you. If you make a comparison with the other weapon, it will show you the 3 stats that will improve, stay the same, or decrease. The first one is your attack value, your damage per second. Of course, I'm doubling this from 3 damage to 6 damage, so hence the 3 green arrows pointing up. Second is your defense and life, with the shield icon. That will actually stay the same because neither of these weapons actually give you any of that. And the last stat with the plus mark in it, or 2 pluses. I never really figured out what that looks like, but yeah, it's a big plus in the front anyway, which also gives you a little bit of life gain or armor gain, which is weird because it's not on this weapon, but that's basically what you should look for at weapons if you switch out. Now, if you see, as you noticed, when I switched out, the weapon in my inventory says that if I would put this one on, of course I would degrade the stats that I was just explaining. So that's how that works. So you can actually see with the blink of one eye, just, you know, if the weapon or armor piece or whatever you found is going to improve or not. Now other weapons and armor types will sometimes also give you some other stats. Some will increase your resistances or whatever. So you might still want to have to look for what will happen when you change that piece of equipment. Gloves that will automatically be equipped. Lots of my inventory equipment spaces are still empty, so whenever I pick something up that I'm not wearing, I will actually wear it automatically. You can get some bonuses for destroying items in rapid succession. I guess I'm too late for that now, but you will get a speed bonus for destroying lots of items in succession. Of course, there's only a short time period for that. And for killing several enemies in succession, that will give you an XP bonus boost. So I hope I can show that right now, because I know it's going to be a little bit busy over here. Yep, 10 kills. That bar will deplete if you actually hit another beast or whatever enemy.
While exploring a cave with hopes of finding hidden treasure, I came upon a most grisly sight. A heap of dead bodies. Unbelievably, as I was searching them for any items of value, they began to rise. I must tell them of this in New Tristram before it's too late.
As I was saying, if you hit more enemies before that bar goes, the timer will, the counter will still go up, of course. And the higher it gets, the better bonus XP you will get. Now that enemy was yellow on the bottom. Actually, I killed her a little bit too quick, but that was one of the monsters you actually need to kill, like it says on the left of the screen. You know, bonus, wretched mothers killed 2 out of 3. So that just tells you which are the important ones.
I can no longer deny the true nature of the evil that rises from the depths of the cathedral. It is almost too horrible to admit the truth of it. It is the Dark Lord of Terror, Diablo himself, who plagues us.
Yep. A little bit of background story again. Actually, this is a sort of a trap. Let's concentrate on this first. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. As I had explained in the first Diablo game, you will face Diablo. Diablo is one of the prime evils. There are 7 evils in hell, according to Blizzard lore. You got 4 smaller and 3 greater evils. Let's see if I can remember by name. The smaller ones are Belial, damn, blank out. Never mind. I'll get to it. But the bigger, the greater evils are actually Diablo, which is the Lord of Terror, Mephisto, which is the Lord of Hate, and Baal, which is the Lord of Destruction. And in the first game, you only face Diablo. As you have defeated him, you will see the end sequence. This is gonna be a spoiler, so if you don't want to listen to this, I suggest you turn off your sound for a little bit. But yeah, you will see the protagonist insert the soul stone, which has captured the essence of Diablo, and kind of rams it right inside his forehead, which is the way to keep the demon soul contained within the soul stone by having a living carcass or a living prison sort of thing, just to keep the soul stone at bay. Obviously that was not enough, as in Diablo 2 the story begins where there is this lone wanderer, which is actually the protagonist, as you will find out, who has been going east, always east, and he's in search of something, and you're a new hero, not familiar with everything that has been going on, of course, so you will need to I already did this, didn't I? Yes, I did. See? Even in this game I still get distracted, right? But yeah. You will follow this wanderer, and you will figure out that the essence of Diablo is slowly pouring out of the soul stone, taking hold of the protagonist from the first game. And he's in search of his brothers, Mephisto and Baal as well. And he actually manages to free those as well. And you will have to defeat those, as well as two of the smaller demons. But that would be going too much into detail, right? So, but that's basically what that game is about. And right now, you only have a couple of demons left, Asmodan and Belial. Those are two of the smaller evils, and you will still need to defeat those. So this is where this story, what this story is actually telling. But all that will come as it develops.
Old Tristram. Diablo himself once walked this place.
There we go. Found a blue weapon, so that is good. We'll have to check that out. The blue weapon will not really increase the bonus damage, like it says. It's only plus 1 to 2 damage. But the base value of the weapon itself is high. It's 9.8, so that will increase it. And the attack speed is the same. So yeah, it's definitely a better weapon. Actually, what you can do is, if you found anything that you don't want to use, you can just press on the right thumbstick. Actually, this gray ones, the shoes, are a bit higher in armor value, but I chose to put the blue ones on as they increase my movement speed by 4%. So in my opinion, that would be a little bit more valuable. And gloves were put on. Okay, let's continue. Now I can just go straight in here, right, and finish this quest. But like I said, I like to play my games being a little bit more thorough than that. You never know when you're gonna find a legendary weapon or item, and it can just, be in one of the small crannies of this game. I mean, like in here in the stump, something might emerge from it. Of course, most of the times it doesn't, or it just gives you a little bit of gold. But yeah, I'd like to be as thorough as I can. Also because, if you fight these creatures as well, you will still go up in experience. And like you can see, as I'm playing this on expert, it takes a while to get rid of some of the enemies. But it also makes me level up a little bit faster. Usually you would be around level 3 right now, and I'm already level 5, so that just shows that, you know, we'll be reaching level 70 in no time. I will probably be level 70, which is the level cap for this game, even before I finished Act 5. So, and then comes the good stuff. But all of that in good time. Anything in here? All right. Well, I guess I've searched here pretty much everything. So let's continue. That's just a waypoint that lets you use the quick travel method. Now this guy over here, he has this exclamation mark, so he will actually just finish the quest or give you a new one. If you see people with a blue star kind of thingy, 5-pointed whatever it is, on their head, that usually just tells you that they have a little bit of story, background story to tell.
For a long time, Uncle Deckard avoided coming back to this place. There were a lot of ghosts here for him. This is where Diablo drove old King Leoric mad and terrorized the people. I don't know what really happened here, but whatever it was horrible. Nearly everyone who survived went mad.
That's not good. Alright, so she's told about Tristram. That was about the original story, and it grayed out, so that means she's already said that. Now this is Kane's house. It just opened, and I know for a fact that there is a book here. Let's listen to this.
We have come at last to Tristram's old cathedral. This is where Diablo, Lord of Terror, first corrupted mankind. This is where I may finally find the answers I seek. Leah worries after my safety, but I believe information vital to defeating the last lords of the burning hells can be found here.
A little bit of background story. Kane is actually one of the residents from the original Tristram, and as the first game protagonist, you will meet him. He will identify items for you for just a small price. So you can actually just see what the items do, and you can equip them. That's basically all he does in the first game. In the second game, Diablo 2, you will actually not start out with Kane in the village. Kane is supposedly be captured by demons in the old ruins of Tristram. That was when everybody was trying to flee from the disaster area. Demons are still flooding the place, and Kane is somewhere in the ruins being captured, and as the protagonist of the second game, you will have to save him. So if you've played the first two games, you actually do have a little bit of a bond with Kane. That makes him kind of a special guy. Also, what I should also mention here, Neck the Brawler. He is a guy that actually lets you play PvP. Let's talk to him.
Some heroes are fighting each other in an area near here. Wanna go? Oh, and you didn't hear about it from me.
No, of course we didn't.
Afraid of damaging your armor or weapons? That won't happen over there. In fact, no one even dies. Disappointing, really.
Now he's actually telling you here that if you play on hardcore mode, which is one of the perks of this game, hardcore mode is permadeath. That means that if you die, your character will be deleted, your save game will be deleted, and that character will go to the Hall of Fame or Hall of Shame if he's a low level. So he's actually explaining here that nobody actually dies, so you can just go here with your hardcore character, fight other players with hardcore characters. Even if he dies there, nothing happens. And we're going to the training grounds. Just to show you where you'll be fighting. This is actually part of the old cathedral bits with the graveyard and stuff. It's not really that big. Spawn places are in the corners and somewhere just, you know, spread around. But yeah, you get a little bit of space to brawl and see who's better equipped and has the best character and all. So if you feel like that, we usually don't though. So all right.
Thank you for your help, but could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
Nor should she. I will help her find him.
There we go, we just finished the quest. Sometimes you will also get bonus equipment, like I will do now. So that means I will have to see now the item slots that contain new items that you found, they will be blinking with that star. So I got a nice blue chest armor. I got let's see. This one reduces all resource costs by 3%, and the other one gives 2 experience per kill. Of course, I want to be kind of power leveling anyway, so let's put on that one. And a weapon that's not really suited. I think this is even a two-handed weapon. Yeah, two-handed axe. I'm not using any two-handed weapons. I could for now because my offhand is still empty. But yeah, if I can find the right gear, my offhand will boost the damage, so that will be fine. Oh, GeForce is also telling me that he was actually thinking about getting this game on PC. I've seen this before. I never really got around to it. Sorry, bro. Because you get a starting edition. Yeah, but you also get bonus equipment and stuff from Xbox One or PS4 or any of those platforms. So just make sure that you don't get it second-handed because the codes will be used. But yeah, but you can play it on PC. I started out actually the original one on PC. I pre-ordered the special edition, so I got this great Diablo skull with the soul stone in its forehead. Which actually is a USB stick containing Diablo 2 and the extra content. It's awesome. Maybe I'll show that on you know, show it like a sort of an unboxing kind of thing. It's actually cool. But yeah, so I started out on the PC, but since they added the console versions where you can actually also dodge. I'll show you, like you can roll over to the side, you can jump back. That wasn't in the original, so I kind of stuck with this. So I started to rebuy it at the PlayStation 3, and now I both have it on PS4 and Xbox One. So yeah, that kind of shows what kind of a fan I am. Oh, I should also point out there's a book here, Book of Cain. This is actually also a little bit of an Easter egg, because the book with my character, Sarnakyle, he is actually in the Book of Cain, which is a novel. So that's kind of fun. It's just a little bit of info, but yeah, I like it. All right.
Let us search for your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
And he also says that State of Decay is still not working. You kinda lost me there, bro. I know we were talking earlier, you said you couldn't broadcast yet, since you didn't have a mic yet and all, but State of Decay is not working.
What are we doing in my room?
Reading your diary, honey. Let's do it.
A miracle has happened. A hero, like one out of Uncle Deckard's tales, appeared and saved us. I know in my heart that my uncle still lives, and I pray that the hero will bring him home safely.
As you can see, just by reading the book, I leveled up. Every book that you find will give you a little bit of an XP boost. So right now I'm level 6. So I should also mention that I've got some extra skills that I can use here. I got the magic missile, which is open from the beginning. But yeah, you can also unlock runes as you come along. As I reached level 6, I actually unlocked this rune. So the magic missile, it says this is a signature spell. Signature spells are free to cast. That goes for this entire primary group, as you can see in the blue bar on top. These are all signature spells, so they don't cost any mana or spirit or whatever power. Launch a missile of magic energy, dealing 230 weapon damage as arcane. When I add a root to it, charged blast increases the damage of magic missile to 325 weapon damage as arcane. So that's always good. But they can also change the effects that come with it. Cast out a shard of ice that explodes on impact. Fires 3 missiles that each deal 80% of weapon damage as arcane. Stuff like that. Weapon damage is always referring to your character. So as you can see underneath these, where I'm scrolling at, you can see 3 values. So my DPS is 21 damage per second. So you will deal 3 times 80% of that, so that is about, at the top of my head, I would say 16 damage, and that times 3. So that's how it works. And also underneath those values you can see 4 values there. It says 13 strength, 19 dexterity, 25 intelligence, and 56 vitality. Basically you can play with different characters like the witch doctor and the wizard. Their main stat is intelligence. You got a demon hunter and a crusader, their main stat is dexterity. And you got the barbarian and another one, which I seem to have forgotten, but their main strength is strength. So you should always make sure that what you pick up, it boosts the stat that you need, and that way will give you a little bit more of damage. Like if you go here, it says primary attribute for witch doctors and wizards, increases all damage for witch doctors and wizards by 25%, increases resistances by 2.5 for all classes. So it doesn't necessarily say that if you're a barbarian you cannot wear anything with intelligence. I mean, you can, obviously. It will just increase your resistances by 2.5. In this case my value is 25, so that's 10% of what your real value is. But it doesn't increase the damage. That way you have to have the barbarian or crusader. They use the strength. Dexterity was for demon hunters and monks. I mixed up a little bit, but yeah, that's the main stats. So if I would be playing with a demon hunter or a monk with these stats, you can see that it increases all damage by 90% and increases armor by 19. And for strength, it does for all characters is increases armor by 13. And vitality, of course, that's not class bound. It just gives you more life, basically. But yeah, you can check out all kinds of stuff over here. You can check out your critical hit chance and hit damage, cooldown reduction. There's a whole bunch, all kinds of resistances. Thorns, which means that if a demon or zombie or whatever creature damages you, you will give a certain amount of damage back to them, so they will actually hit themselves as well, and stuff like that. I'll not go into it all that frequently, but yeah, that's why you can check that. Back to skills. I also got the Ray of Frost and a Frost Nova, which I haven't used yet. And underneath you see the 10, the 20, the 30 and the 70. Those are passive skills, so they will also when they unlock will always be giving you certain boosts. At level 9 I will unlock this slot for an extra skill, spell or whatever. At level 14 this one, and at level 19 this one. And underneath here, I haven't played for a while, and this came in one of the latest patch. Find Kanai's cube to unlock. So I am really curious as to what this is. If there's anybody out there that actually has already done it, please do not tell me, because I would love to be surprised when I actually find it. Unless, of course, if I've played through for hours and hours and done the story and done some journey through the adventure mode, and if I still can't find it, yeah, I'll give a shout out for help. But otherwise, do not spoil it for me, please. A paragon, something that happens after you reach level 70 with your character. You will start earning more experience, but you will not level up anymore. You will gain paragon points, and you can distribute them in these 4 classes. So in the core you can increase your intelligence, your vitality, movement speed, or maximum arcane power. In the offense skill you can gain attack speed, cooldown reduction, critical hit chance, and critical hit damage. In defense you can increase your life, your armor, resist everything, and life regeneration per second. And in the latest group, utility, you can increase your area damage, resource cost reduction, life on hit, and gold fire. Now the fun thing about paragon is, if this character has reached level 70 and he has, let's for instance say he gained 1 point in every class, right? So he's level 4 paragon. If you create a new character, that character will also have access to level 4 paragon things, so you can actually distribute those points already. But of course, if you play with a new character, you will still have to level him up to level 70 before he can increase the paragon counter as well. That goes across every character that you create on normal on the normal play style. Like I said, you also have hardcore. Hardcore characters will share their points separately from the normal characters, so you should be aware of that. And you can also put things. If I find anything, I'll put it in the stash. I can transfer that to another character, but only on the same play style kind of thing, either on normal or on hardcore. I cannot switch a great sword that I found here and transfer it to a hardcore character. That's not possible. I cannot give gold to one of my hardcore characters, and vice versa. But that's it. Now party is empty because I do not have a party, and this is just my quest thing with the bestiary and most recent things and all that stuff. I never look at it because I got it in the top left of my screen. Anyway, without further ado, let's see. We needed to go back to the old ruins. Let's continue.
Here, let me open the gate. Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
What about your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons.
Now see, there was this corpse over here. Like I said, I'd like to check everything, because that just gave me pants. I didn't have any pants yet, so I equipped that right away. But yeah, it could have been a legendary or even a set item, you know. Not that that would likely happen at my level, but yeah, you get the idea.
A hidden cellar. Follow me.
Alright.
I think there was more to your mother than you know.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it.
Hey, that's the guy they were telling us about in New Tristram. So apparently something nasty has happened, and now he's
need more arcane power.
Possessed, being a demon and all. Just little details. I love it. And I did manage to destroy him. Some of his minions are still alive. Let's see if we can get that bonus going. Destroying things. No, too late already. You really have to be fast.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I'll search the cathedral. You stay here and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
Alright. So she still has that blue thing above her head, so let's just see.
How did your mother die?
Well, details are hazy, but I know that Adria was obsessed with chasing the arcane. She knew she could never raise a child. Uncle Deckard believes that the madness and horror of her life finally caught up with her.
Alright. That was it. Sometimes, because it says A to talk to her, you don't see the blue star, but sometimes they can actually be activated a couple of times, so I always double check. So Adria is the witch that you will find in the first game, and she will sell you some staves and potions, or staffs. I'm not sure how to pronounce that either. But yeah, she sells the kind of like magical items and books that you will need in order to make it easier for yourself to play through the game. So, and that's apparently Leah's mother. So, all right, GeForce says, yeah, Year 1 Survival Edition is still not working. I wasn't aware that it isn't working. So, like I said, I'm not sure what you mean. I don't recall we talked about it earlier. We were just talking about your equipment, you know, for recording, like having a mic and all. So, yeah, now you even made me more curious as to what's going on. Oh well, I will see it as it comes along.
So this is Tristram Cathedral. The fallen star is somewhere inside.
Alright. Now, as I said, I always explore before I go in. This is something that doesn't open yet. I know that for a fact. But there's still something up here. And of course it doesn't give anything right now, but, you know, like to be sure. So this is actually the cathedral from the first game. Of course, it's not literally the same, you know, as it wouldn't mix with the gameplay as from the first game. But yeah, this is basically where the first game takes part. If you actually go to the outside, it kind of looks like the same thing. So yeah, it's nice, but of course the levels underneath are different. But yeah, apparently this is where we saw that star fall on poor old Cain, as we saw in the intro. So let's go. Let's see where he is. Oh, and it says that if you press down, you can find a map. Which, I don't know, I hardly use it. Sometimes I do. Oh, that's right, for the, oh yeah, that's what you said, you were having DirectX 11 problems. Did you go to the website that I did send you? I remember now. Like I said, I'm such a airhead sometimes.
Help me! It's inside me! Inside!
If it still doesn't work, then I don't really know. I've unlocked a new rune. Let's go check that out real quick. Ray of Frost. Cold Blood reduces channeling cost to 11 arcane power. Alright, let's do that. But yeah, well, if all else fails, I think maybe an email to Undead Labs would help. I know their email address by heart, I think. Nah, let me just double check that real quick. But I think it was contact@undeadlabs.com. Let me double check that real quick for you. Here it is. Yeah, contact@undeadlabs, one word, .com. So if you just if all else fails, like I said, yeah, he says he went to the site. Just looking now. If what they posted there doesn't help, you can post it there maybe, or like I said, maybe you should contact them directly, see what happens. Because I have no clue. I haven't even started up my Year 1 Survival Edition on the PC myself yet, so I couldn't tell you. Yeah, this is one of the yellow items that I was telling you about. So this is better than blue. This one gives me a little bit more properties. It gives me +9 intelligence, which is the main stat for a wizard. +7 vitality, +6 life per hit, and ranged and melee attackers take 1 damage per hit. So this is the thorns skill that I was telling you about. If they hit you, they get hit back. And if you want to check it, you can find it in here, and it will tell you that instead of 0, it's now actually 1. So there's if you're wondering, since you can equip so many things, it's easy to lose track of certain things, and if you really want to know, you can just find it in here. There's a lot of info here. You can even see trap mastery, double resource regeneration for 2 minutes. It's because I did something with the chandelier. It destroyed a couple of enemies, and then it gives me that boost. And Nephilim Glory, your attacks do more damage and unleash terrible blasts of energy on your enemies. Picking up additional power globes will extend the duration. 14 seconds left, and those are the yellow globes that I sometimes pick up. Red is for health, and yellow is the Nephilim Glory. Alright, so I'm gonna try and see if I can get this bonus again. That's just 3, but that's okay. Alright, so I see I have more viewers on my Twitch. Welcome to my channel, guys. This is a new playthrough. I'm also going to upload this to YouTube, so you can also find it there. If you have any questions about this game or background stories on all of the Diablo games, feel free to just ask in the chat, and I'll answer them as they come along. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can also post your questions in the comment sections below. But yeah, I hope you're gonna like this. I'm also playing other games. Since I'm very new to Twitch and YouTube, there's not much yet out there, but I'm planning on a full series on the Fallout 4 as soon as it releases. So expect that. Just Cause 3 also when it comes out.
I will enjoy this.
Okay, these are blue enemies. That means that they are actually really a stronger version of the original, and they usually come in groups of 3. So these are called champions. So they will be more powerful than the white versions. And they can also, if you are damaging them, you can see their health bar, and it says Vortex, which is what just happened. They just kind of teleport you back into their range. Also, if you have hey Andy, welcome to my channel, dude. Yep, like I said, I was gonna do the Diablo 3 real soon, so here we go. Just started level 7, so it's still in Act 1. Now, see, I got distracted again. Thanks, GeForce. Thanks for telling me Andy is in the chat, on the channel. I'm such a doofus. I really am. Oh my god, what was I saying, guys? Greetings. Yeah, greetings back, Andy. Welcome back. Hope you're gonna enjoy this. I know I was telling about my YouTube. Oh yeah, about the things coming up as well. So yeah, Just Cause 3, Fallout 4, especially Fallout 4. That's really something I'm really looking forward to. pre-ordered the special edition, so I'm gonna unbox that on camera as well, showing you the Pip-Boy edition.
My name is Latdanon, and I'm cursed. Once the captain of King Leoric's army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart.
Oh, wow. Alright. But yeah, Fallout 4 is something I'm really awaiting, and I've seen some more footage from Bethesda themselves, just, you know, trying to show what to expect a little bit, some more interviews and stuff. So yeah, you should really check it out if you're looking forward to this game as well. Let's just actually just do it like this. Come on, there we go. Now we only got this one thing left. It's grotesque. He's actually gonna explode, so you gotta be aware of that, especially on hardcore. If you're standing inside the blast area, yeah, I haven't been here. If you stand inside the blast area, that could usually mean that you will lose your hardcore character as well, if you're low on health, that is, or if you're playing on a very difficult difficulty level. But yeah, the difference between normal and hardcore is if I would die right now, that would be okay. I can just respawn and continue where I left off, or I can even choose to respawn at the town or whatever. So obviously, I can take more risks. You know, it's not that big of a deal. Of course, you will get a penalty. Your gear will get damaged, and eventually it will break, so you'll need to get it repaired. Other than that, yeah, there's no real big loss if you die on normal. Now if you do this on hardcore, you get a whole different sense of the game. I used to think that hardcore playing was, you know, was not really worth it. I mean, you spend so much time leveling up your character and all, just so you could lose him. But I'll explain in a bit.
It was Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement and sent us off to die.
Alright. But yeah, I figured, you know, playing hardcore, that was not going to be any fun at all. You spend so much time trying to level up your character. You just walk around the corner into a mob of demons, and you will lose your character, right? And it's done. All for nothing. But I must say that somebody actually persuaded me to play it on hardcore, and it is a different sense of playing. I mean, really, you are on your toes. You are actually, you cannot play hardcore if you're tired or not focused. You know, if you got a lot on your mind or whatever, you shouldn't really be playing hardcore mode. But yeah, if you're fully rested and your mind is set to the game, you should really give it a try. You're gonna be so careful. You're gonna use more potions. Actually, one of the patches got rid of the potions. If you can see on my skill bar on the bottom left, it says left bumper for a potion. You would actually had to find potions at the release of this game, and also the re-releases on the consoles and stuff, but they eventually took out the potions. I don't know why they did it, but there is a cooldown on it, so you cannot mash the left bumper to keep healing yourself. Let me just show you real quick. I'm gonna get, well, actually my life per second and life on hit is going too fast, but yeah, if I would use that skill, like let's see, let's do the X. That shows a little circle, right? It's going around, and that's the cooldown. And that would also happen for a left bumper. Obviously I can't use it. You're already at full health, full life. But yeah, so they kind of took that out, but they left the cooldown in it, so you can't just mash it. So that saves up a little bit of inventory space. Alright. Seems like Andy and GeForce are catching up a little bit in the chat. And he says that he just figured I'll drop by for a little bit before dinner. He's got a hungry brood. I assume that's his kid or kids, his child or children. The hungry brood. Never heard that phrase before, but yeah, it's fun. Alright. I guess be over here then. Let's just double check on my gear real quick. This weapon over here, this blue spiked flail of slaughter, actually has a red icon with a yellow cross through it. That means that I cannot wear this. Not because I don't have the right level requirement for it, because if that was the case, there would be a little tiny lock padlock on it. But this means it's for a different class. Some items are class specific. So if I would go in there, it says on the bottom in red that it's a magic flail for the Crusader class. So like I said, I can bring this along and put it in my chest, in my stash, and when I start up a Crusader as a playable character, I can give this to my Crusader, and he can actually also start wearing it right away because it is a level 1 weapon. So, but that's why the cross is in there. I'm not gonna bother with it. I'll destroy it anyway. When I play with him, I'm gonna find different gear, right? This is a tough one. Do I want to keep my 2 experience per kill, or do I actually want to get plus 3 life per second and a better armor rating? Since my health bar is not really decreasing, I tend to stay with the extra experience for now. So I'll have to sell that. Gives me more life. Life per second is a little bit less, and golden health pickup increases by 2 yards. Nah, thank you. What else do we have? Gray or white? That's not really. Alright. Oh my god. Yes.
Now those are some big mushrooms.
Yes. There's a little bit of an Easter egg as well. In the first game, when the internet started to come up, people were saying there was a secret cow level, and people actually started to believe it and did all kinds of stuff in the first game, tried to figure out how to unlock it, but there was no secret cow level. In the second one, the second game, they would actually have loading screens, because obviously the game was a little bit too big. And they put text in it as well, and one of those texts said that there was no secret cow level. Fortunately, there were some persistent people out there who actually figured out that there actually was a secret cow level in the second game. If you guys want to know how to get to it, I will gladly tell you about it sometime. But yeah, there was a way to figure out how to get into the secret cow level. So there was no cow level in the first one, and there was a secret cow level in the second one. Now, these black mushrooms, are actually an ingredient for a weapon which by itself is really useless. It doesn't do anything, but if you have all the ingredients and you can actually create it, it's called the Staff of Herding. You can actually go someplace in this game and open up a secret bonus level as well. Now obviously that is not a secret cow level. They did have a community event where you could actually go to the secret cow level, but that event is already passed, so maybe it will come back. Maybe they'll actually just, you know, kind of put it in there. I don't know what they plan on doing with it, but yeah, let's take the black mushroom and keep it in our inventory. It's a legendary item, and I'll show you. It shows up in your inventory here. Oh, actually I still need to sell that as well. But yeah, the black mushroom, if you go to it, it just gives you a little bit of background story. It doesn't really tell you anything about, you know, getting to the secret level or anything. So people who found this at first were like, oh, what the hell, what am I supposed to do with this? But yeah, more on this, of course. I will try to assemble the Staff of Herding, show you the bonus level. Now Andy has played Diablo 2. He says, in Diablo 2 the cow level was strangely disturbing and amusing at the same time. Yeah, that's right. It was fun, wasn't it? I mean, here you are walking in one of the, it looks like one of the regular levels from the start. You're just walking around and all of a sudden there's this entire herd of mad cows walking on their hind legs coming at you with axes and swords and God knows what else, and all they were doing was like going moo 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 moo. It was really funny, and and the purpose of that level was to just, you know, clear it out. You would find a lot of gems and stuff like that, and sometimes you could get special gear, and you would also find a elite enemy adversary was the Cow King, and if you would defeat him, he would sometimes drop a set item. I think it was for the Barbarian, but I could be wrong there. Like I said, I haven't played Diablo 2 in ages. But yeah, that was a set of 3 or 4 items, I think, and if you got all of them, then you would have a really strong set for, like I said, I think it was for the Barbarian, but I could be wrong. Could be a different character. But yeah, it was fun. A friend of mine, sometimes when we just talk about, you know, whatever, sometimes this comes up, and then we start just mooing like they did in the secret cow level. It's absurd, I know, but it's just us. This is a shrine. Shrines in this game will give you a little bit of a blessing. It increases the movement speed and pickup radius. So there you go. But there's also other shrines, shrines of protection, and God knows what else. I'll explain as they come along. But yeah, I found the first item for the Staff of Herding. So kinda cool. And he says, murderous cows with halberds. Halberds, yeah, they were carrying halberds most of the time. Milk me if you dare. Moo. I don't really remember if they actually said that, but yeah, the moo part, yeah, they sure did for sure. That's what they sure did say, indeed. It's good to see that there's actually somebody who has also played the original, or at least the second one. Andy, did you also play the first one, I wonder? Which was from 92, I think? No, actually that's not correct, because it came out and it would also run not only under DOS, but also on Windows 95, so it was somewhere near 95, 96 kind of thing. So I'm kind of wondering, did you play the first Diablo as well? And did you play it all the way through? Yeah, I sure did, and it was fun. There was 3 characters that you could choose from. There were 2 male characters. There was a warrior who had a special feat skill. Special skill that he could repair armor, but that would decrease the durability by 1. The other male character was a wizard, of course. He had a special ability to recharge his staff, but that would also decrease the energy it could store. And most favorite for everyone, I suppose, was the female character, the rogue, because she had a skill that did not decrease anything. She could disable traps on caskets and stuff.
Foul minions, stay back! Back! May this ledge hold. The Skeleton King?
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
Uh-oh. Poor Cain. We need to help him right now.
Cain, I will save you!
Help! Help!
Actually, what I will try to do is get a bonus achievement. Right now, this head cleaver. If I can kill him without killing any of his minions right now, which I've already damaged one, that will give me a kind of a bonus achievement in-game, not an achievement on Xbox. So this will also work on the PS and on the PC version as well. I really need to be careful not to hit the other guys that are already wounded. So this might take me a little while, but yeah, I'm willing to give it a try. Careful here. I mean, it doesn't really do anything, but just for the completion of this game, you know. This cool. Ah, shit! Ah, damn it! All right, never mind. All right, I'll try sometime off camera, I guess. But yeah. Bad. Alright, so we got some blue pants. Alright. Blue pants. So usually what I do, I don't even look at the stats when I'm switching out a gray with a blue item, or a white and a blue item. I don't check for that. Blue usually means, you know, good bonus things. So even if the armor is a bit lower or whatever, you know. Let's see. Andy is flooding the chat right now. He says when he said that the milk me if you dare moo. He says that's just my strange sense of humor at work. I did play the first one in '97. Yes, it was '97, wasn't it? I was addicted. Yeah, so was I. Sierra did the Hellfire expansion pack. I did get that. Never really got to play it though. You could play as a monk. That was a bonus character indeed. But yeah, it took me a real long time to finally get the Hellfire expansion pack. But by the time I finally found it, Diablo 2 was already out, so I was actually playing that. So I never really played with the Hellfire expansion. That Skeleton King sounds like he needs a cough drop. Being a dried calcium deposit must be a bit annoying. Yeah, and I'm gonna give a little bit of a background story. As you heard already, Lagdaden say in one of his journals that he had to kill the king. The king was also referred to in part 1. I'm not going to say too much about it because that would spoil things coming up in this playthrough, but Skeleton King is actually the remains of the king. He got cursed by Diablo himself. That's all I'm going to say about what happened to him. So Lagdaden had to kill his king, as obviously there was something wrong with him. and he turned into the Skeleton King. And in Diablo 1, I must say that in Diablo, one of the fun things is that the level design is always different every time you play it. So if you've played through and you would start a new game with the same character, or because you could actually just continue with your saved character, or you would start a new one. It wouldn't matter because the levels would have a different design. And I think in level 4 or 3 or 4, in the cathedral levels, as you descended down, there was a chance that you could actually find the Skeleton King's tomb, which was a sort of a bonus level. You would find the Chamber of Bones, and you would have to defeat the Skeleton King as well. That was actually a tough cookie, especially if you just started with a new character and went down there. That was insane, but fun. And now he seems to be returned. So let's see what's up with all this.
Oh, thank you. But why did you risk yourself for me?
You live. Fortune smiles on you, old man. I'm here to bring you back to Leah.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found.
And he says, the Skeleton King in Diablo 1 says, the warmth of life has entered my tomb. Yeah, something similar to that, I think.
We must discuss the fallen star. Follow me to Tristram.
Actually, I'm not going to do that yet, because, like I said, I'd like to fully explore everything as much as I can. See if I can find any bonus items, like set items, legendary items, or any other items that I could sell anyway. But it doesn't seem like it. Sometimes there is a little chest over here. No, it is not. The gate that I was telling you about, as we entered the cathedral in here, the gate has actually collapsed, so I can freely move around there now. But yeah, there's no surprise attack from the Gravedigger as well, which is actually a little bit unfortunate, but he's hard to spawn anyway, so. Alright, now you can see we have 3 waypoints, and the yellow cup hanging at New Tristram, which blinks, means this is where you need to go. So if you ever lost, you can still find your way.
I have fulfilled my promise to Leah, and rescued her uncle, Deckard Cain. Now, all that stands between me and the fallen star is the Skeleton King, who has returned to darken Tristram once again.
Yeah, Andy, you're right. He says so long ago now, but that was a fantastic game. Yes, I am actually thinking about reinstalling it and just playing it more, once more, just to get the feel of the game back. You know, it's awesome. I have all my old games still. All right, so
Uncle, you're alive.
Thanks to you and your friend here.
Our time is running short. What can you tell me about the fallen star?
Not much, I'm afraid, though the prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
I become more powerful.
Seems that Leah is really not believing anything her uncle says. Alright, so we got a new item, reptilian leather hood of focus, a blue helmet. So here I have to see that the first stat is green arrow up, and the rest is all red arrows down. So I should see if I'm going to use this or not. But usually when I tend to look at the difference between blue and yellow, I'll just tend to junk them anyway. Because yellow has more properties on it anyway. So unless there's really something on it that I really want, but I'm not gonna bother. These skills, I mean, I've unlocked the arcane orb as well, and in this one I've just unlocked the diamond skin. I've actually put on paper, so to speak. It's actually on my Excel spreadsheet on my PC. A set of skills that I want to use for the wizard that I'm gonna build. So when I unlock those skills, I will put them on and start to explain why this is gonna be the character that I'm gonna be building. So this quest has been ended. I can talk to Leah.
I spent most of my life traveling from place to place with Uncle Deckard while he did his crazy research.
What is he looking for?
He's convinced that the forces of hell will invade our world and bring about the end times. All these years, he's still searching for a way to stop this apocalypse.
All right.
What did you discover about your mother?
She wasn't from Tristram originally. She came here during the Troubles. She was in search of something, but I'm not sure what. She reminds me of Uncle Deckard, obsessed with the war between angels and demons.
Okay. Now, before I'm gonna pop the new quest, I'm actually going back inside Kane's house to see if there's a new book. No, there is not. And we'll go back in here just to see if Leah has been scribbling down some more stuff, and she did.
Uncle Deckard is home, rescued from the clutches of the Skeleton King. I'm so glad. But the Skeleton King, I thought he was a folktale. The idea of Mad King Leoric returning to torture this place. Hasn't Tristram suffered enough?
Wow. So she's still in disbelief of everything that's going on. Hey, it seems that the mayor has moved his cart, so there's another merchant here. Actually, what I want to do is just sell all my stuff. When you want to sell everything that you've junked, you just go to the Sell tab, and you will press the right thumbstick to sell junk. That way, everything gets sold right away. So I should not really have anything in my inventory, I think. I got only 5 out of 60, as you can see on the inventory in the middle of the screen. All the way on the bottom it says inventory 5 of 60. So I still have a few items, but that's the mushroom among other things. So let's just put the mushroom in, and oh, I got some books and I got some crafting material. Yeah, let's use these books. I forgot to tell you, because you get certain bonus things with certain games. If you link your PSN to your Xbox Live through Blizzard, you get certain things and whatever. These are transmogrify plants. That will actually mean that you can just switch the look of your gear. And you can give it a certain look if you want to change that. So I'll just have to learn them right now. And that should bring me also to the next point also. Up here, this is the Mystic. The only weird thing is, I don't know why they've decided to put her in at the beginning of the game. Because you will find her in Act 5, and that's when you actually meet her for the first time. So, to stay true to the story, I'm not going to talk to her. I'm not going to interact with her until I actually find her in Act 5. That's just a little bit of a principle thing here. I mean, it doesn't make sense if I can talk to her here, and then in Act 5 I'm going to find her for the first time. I mean, that's just kind of weird. So I'm not doing that. Just so you guys know. I was gonna walk here because I know for a fact that he's actually gonna say
What's
something.
What's your trouble, friend?
It's my wife. She's very ill.
I hope she recovers.
I know it's just a little tiny bit of information, but it also is an in-game achievement, not a achievement for your game itself, but it's an inside achievement, so to speak. If you talk to everyone with all the extra dialogues, you will get a an achievement which unlocks something that you can actually put up here. I haven't shown this yet, but this is your banner customization screen. You can actually unlock any of the things, like it says here: teach the jeweler design, kill Cydia, kill Magda, and all those things. Those are locked, or certain patterns for your banner, or the icons you want to put on it. Some of them are unlocked through doing things. Complete Act 4 with a Demon Hunter will give you this type of icon for your banner. So that's why I tried to do the other one when I was freeing Kane, just so I could unlock all these things. That's basically the reason why I'm trying to do that. Actually, what I should do right now is I'm gonna start up this Deckard Cain quest, and then I'm gonna have to call it a episode here because it's almost 6 p.m. and I haven't done anything for dinner yet. So I'm gonna have to see what we're gonna scrounge together. I might just take some sandwiches out. I don't know.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
Leoric's tale is sad, but I'm here to find the fallen star, and the Skeleton King stands in my way.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts. Leia,
okay.
You should not dismiss the signs so lightly. Do you not believe the evidence of your own eyes?
Horrors have visited Tristram before, and it endured.
But what of the texts? The Zakharum tomes warn of a falling star. The Herodric scroll spoke of the dead rising, and the Lord of Lies, the prophecy of the end days, says that at the end of all things, the first sign shall appear in the heavens.
Yes, you've been telling me about the texts since I was 8 years old, Uncle. I just don't think we should read too much into them.
She really is a naive girl, isn't she? So, let's finish up these conversations, and then I'll end the episode.
I am the last of the Herodrim. I couldn't always claim this. In fact, if I had turned to the Herodric teachings sooner, Diablo could have been stopped before his reign of terror began.
You can't truly believe that.
When the first signs appeared, I did nothing. I had shrugged the old tales off like they were so much fantasy. And Tristram, no, the world, has paid dearly for my arrogance. I have tried to make up for my failings. Leia and I have spent her lifetime scouring the world, collecting pieces of the prophecy of the end days. If I can decipher it, we will have the key to defeating the Lords of Hell.
Okay.
I notice a great fondness between you and Leia.
I do not know what my life would have been like had I not raised her. Oh, it must have been difficult for Leia, following an old man on a mad search for the secrets to defeating the Lords of the Burning Hells. But though she has seen her share of mysterious things, she is still unsure of my quest. I can understand. She has never seen anything like Diablo and his brothers.
That's quite an understatement.
The prophecy of the end days is contained within the Herodric tomes I inherited from my ancestor, Jared Cain. It is a warning to those who could interpret it regarding Hell's ultimate invasion of our world, written by many different people throughout history, in many different lands. All known versions of the prophecy are incomplete. I have spent a good part of the past 20 years trying to complete it. I am certain it holds the answers to defeating the Lords of Hell.
Alright. Now, this is gonna be Mad King Leoric.
You said Diablo drove Leoric mad?
Leoric resisted Diablo's attempts to possess him, but the effort left him weak and confused. When his son Albrecht was kidnapped to be a vessel for Diablo, it destroyed any sanity Leoric had left.
What happened after he became the Skeleton King?
He commanded an army of the dead deep within the cathedral, finally serving the Lord of Terror he had resisted while alive. Many adventurers tried and failed to slay the Skeleton King. It was left to Leoric's eldest son, Aiden, to finally kill the monster his father had become.
Wow. Okay, so that's a bit more info on the background of the Lord of Evils, the Lords of Hell, as well as background story on the king and all that. So, yeah, I'd like to say thank you for watching, especially for my regular viewers, Andy and GeForce, and all the others that have been watching. I am really gonna continue this series. Already level 8. I didn't figure it was gonna be this fast, but then again I am playing on expert, so the highest difficulty that I can choose at the moment right now. I'll double check that, change difficulty. Yeah, master is not unlocked. I don't think it will unlock until, like, I don't know, I think I have to have completed Act 4. We'll see. I'll have to keep tabs on that. But yeah, this is the end of the episode, either on YouTube or live on Twitch. If you enjoyed the game and the way I've been playing it, give this video a like. Also, don't forget to follow me on my Twitch, twitch.tv/MechDutch, and to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, which is youtube.com/MechDutch, to stay up to date on my progress for this game as well as some others. If you have something to say or have any questions, leave them in the comments below on YouTube, and I'll answer them as soon as I can. Thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you guys for the next episode. Thank you. Bye bye.